Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings, soul star shamans of eternal light. Happy full supermoon in Taurus the bull. The sacred bull is a symbol of the elusive mind of enlightenment, of Buddha consciousness, of pure awareness. That is our eternal true nature. The divine feminine earth energy of our Taurian Venusian lineage is flowing in fully now, directly from the Most High, infinite source creator. Following the massive solar flashing from 2 X-class flares from our local Solaris yesterday, he continues to blaze this realm with gamma mother plasma rays of indestructible light, releasing another 12 C-class solar flares today and 2 more M-class flares, with the most powerful maxing at M8.65 at 2207 UTC. As Gaia and all her children of the sun receive these timeline-shifting upgrades and downloads, all our ground crew team of the 144 are fully prepared for our great quantum leap of consciousness as a higher dimensional species we call Homo Luminous, 5D avatars of our new heaven upon the new earth. A'ho. Welcome, beloved beings of light. I am Paul, White Gold Eagle, Keen 47, Blue Galactic Hand of our Universal Alliance of Light with PrimeDisclosure.com. We have many powerful transmissions again for you today from our Sacred New Earth scribes, so be sure to listen to the very end, where we release a powerful prayer and invocation for the full supermoon in Taurus the bull. And please do us a favor and share this video with your teams and tribes all over this realm. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below. And now we continue with Divine Sister of the Light Devyani Singh Isis channelings. Full moon of past life karmic completion for soulmate relationships and a manifestation gateway. The full moon in Taurus on November 5th arrives within the Samhain gateway, 31st of October through the 21st of November of thin veils, and completion and the manifestation gateway of 111 through 1111. Some past life karmic debts have finally been paid, and lessons have been learned, thus releasing these souls from their soul contracts. Either the connections may have become too toxic to continue, or the spark may have completely vanished, because it is time for these souls to take these gifts and lessons and move on to the next spiral of embodiment, where they are meant to put these very lessons into action. This is because Venus, ruler of this moon, is at the last karmic degree of Libra, relationships at root chakra, in its shamanic journey as morning star. Associated ancestral and past life karmic cords, wounds, trauma, patterns. Opposite Chiron, the wound in Libra, justice, and fairness for all involved. Synchronicities and manifestations have been on the menu since the beginning of November, and the vision I received for this full moon in Taurus was the seer's crystal ball of manifestation. Taurus is associated with embodiment of pleasures, desires, sensuality, and our values, all that brings us stability and security, and Venus at the last karmic degree of Libra brings in the harvest abundance, if the seeds sown have been properly tended to. Put in the work. Wish you a blessed full moon. May your faith be bigger than your fears. May your dreams be bigger than your doubts. Sake na. From IsisChannelings.wordpress.com. 144 flowing in. And today from Divine Sister of the Light Sophie Gregoire. Full moon in Taurus. Energy eras are wrapping up at this time. The cycle started 9 years ago is dissolving more and more. Think back to late 2016. Feel the similar themes. This heaviness wants to be released again. Think back to April 28th this year. Right now we are at a culmination point from what you started or decided 6 months ago. Cycles complete. Restarts are around the corner. This full moon's energy is helping you to hear your emotions, sensations, feel your way into what's next rather than overthink it. Take a little break, ground, indulge in something you like, pamper yourself. Stillness and alone time could bring the clarity you need. Let your heart speak, feel into things. Your 2025 lessons are reaching completion now. Let what falls away fall. Let what seems to improve or grow come to you. Start preparing for the beauty that's coming. All is happening as it should. And today from Divine Star of the Light Shay from Numbers by Shay Numerology, 11/5/25. At this point in the year, it should be harder to justify old Earth than to relinquish your attachment to it. And today's supermoon continues the revelations, release, and closure of this 9-year cycle by highlighting the appeal of New Earth consciousness. How flow is easier than effort. How love doesn't mean blind allegiance and obedience. How you would rather seek answers through your own intuition than follow the guidance of worldly systems and practices. This full moon burns through the veil of acquiescence for those who are ready to shift. Stand strong in its power. Get ready to move forward. And today from Divine Butler of the Light, Alexander Quinn, Starseed, Arcturian message regarding the full moon. As you stand beneath the fullness of your supermoon, its light will do more than illuminate the sky. It will reach into the quiet corners of your being. The mirror may stir the waters within the mind and heart by calling old emotions and memories to the surface, sometimes in gentle ripples and sometimes in great waves. Do not resist these currents or let them pull you into fear or anxiety. Allow them to flow through you as wind moves through leaves, leaving them stronger but not broken. What arises now is not meant to wound, but to reveal where the old wounds still live, asking for your awareness and compassion. Often what appears as an external trigger is but a reflection, like a whisper from the child within, or from the ancient story of mother and father still echoing in the soul. Let this recognition be your compass. The next 72 hours in your linear Earth time may bring a dance of energies, a roller coaster of release, of revelation, and yet through it all there will be moments of profound clarity. Let the moon's light cleanse and guide you to know more of yourself. The healing now begins. The energies today are more intense than they may initially appear. Take things slowly, as this supermoon in Taurus has the potential to magnify emotions and escalate situations rapidly, sometimes shifting from calm to overwhelming in an instant. Over the next 72 hours, it is especially important to remain balanced and centered for those carrying unresolved mother or father wounds, and it may be wise to avoid triggering environments and particularly interactions with individuals experiencing similar familial tensions. The emotional field is very heightened now, and sensitivities are easily stirred during this time, whether it is obvious in others or not. Proceed with caution. Inner child wounds are also likely to surface, particularly those connected to fears of rejection and abandonment. These may manifest as patterns usually that happen as a mental spiral, appearing as perfectionism, sometimes used as a defense against criticism or rejection, black and white thinking or perceiving situations or people as entirely good or bad, as duality becomes heightened now. Watch out for thoughts like to self-sabotage suddenly coming up. If you feel yourself spiraling, pause, breathe, and return to center. Move gently through the next 72 hours. Remember, in this energy, things can go from 1% to 100% in an instant. Iawat Ansha, Arcturian Light Command. And today from Divine Star of the Light Te Rakura Taruki, Taurus Super Full Moon, Embodied Starwalker Transmission. Beloved ones, this Taurus full moon rolls in like a velvet tide, steadying us as interstellar streams surge through the field, and Venus descends into the underworld. Slow power, sacred earth, beauty as medicine. This lunation reminds us to plant the cosmic into the cellular, to root the revelation into the body temple. We are being asked to hold the line of our star ancestry and our human softness at the same time. Taurus whispers, rest into your becoming. Trust the ground beneath your feet. Tend to the fertile soil of your inner world. With Venus moving through the shadows, old patterns around love, value, intimacy, and sovereignty surface for release. This is rebirth energy disguised as unraveling. Let what is falling apart teach you. Let what aches become a portal of transcendence. There is no rush to bloom, there is only devotion to it, and to know it as truth. Honor your tenderness. Honor your boundaries. Honor the beauty you are here to embody. The old fear-based scripts are dissolving as your light insists on its rightful throne. Breath work to anchor tonight. Inhale through the nose for 4 seconds, hold for 4. Exhale for 6. Make the exhale long, like you are releasing centuries of tension from your spine. One hand on heart, one on lower belly. Whisper, I return to my body. I root my brilliance. I become the earth that remembers. Gentle sternum tapping, soft jaw. Feel the quantum flame of interstellar light flow through you and unlock your hips. Feel your spine as a pillar between starfire and Papatuanuku. You are not just receiving light, you are the light learning how to inhabit form again. Move slow. Eat warm, grounding kai. Wrap yourself in natural fabrics. Light a candle for your ancestors. Walk barefoot as often as you can. Let sensation guide you. Let pleasure be your prayer. Tonight embodiment is initiation. May you feel the universe settling into your bones. May you feel your magnificence without needing to prove it. This moon crowns the ones who choose softness as sovereignty. Shine steady, shine true. Last night, after witnessing those cosmic streams pouring through the skies of Kopu, Venus, I was taken aboard and placed into a healing chamber. A full deceleration took place with nervous system reset. It wasn't dramatic, it was precise. Light scanning, frequency instruments tuning the field. Every cell softened, realigned, and lit like a star seed, remembering why it came. This is what evolution feels like now. Not just rising higher, but stabilizing deeper. So we don't burn out or get to the point of overwhelm. We ask for help before it gets that bad. I've been regularly hitting a wall, energetically responding to the Schumann's like I'm its barometer. Last night, these luminaries came to help. So thank you, beautiful star, for now. After this whole journey is about embodied ascension, right? This is cellular intelligence online with a lot more than just a little help from our friends. They gave me an elixir to share. Imagine white gold Venus light pouring down your spine, cooling the mind, feeding the bones. Repeat. I integrate gently. My body catches up to my spirit. I am safe to evolve. Slow is powerful. Stillness is initiation. We aren't just watching the stars move. The stars are moving through us. Happy full moon and Taurus blessings, beloveds. From WeLoveRangoa.com. And today from Divine Star of the Light, Laura Pleiadian. Full moon, November 5th, 2025. Sacred Transformation. This full moon on Wednesday, November 5th, 2025 at 9:19 a.m. AST is in Taurus. Because of the precession of the equinoxes, it is in the constellation Aries. The sun is opposite the moon, and there are some challenges, mainly with Mars opposite Uranus. Mars in opposition with Uranus starts 20 hours approximately before the full moon. This may bring about a powerful need for freedom, a greater rebellion on the world stage, and an impulsiveness. The great part is being in your heart and staying aware of what arises, is an opportunity through your heart to clear all the past trauma, which shows up as subconscious programming and the filter of your reality. Mars trine Neptune. Uranus sextile Neptune and Mars sextile Pluto softens the impact. All of this was created before time. The flow and timing of the planets and stars. It was well known by a few, even on Atlantis, that this moment would arrive. The moment of deep transformation for all on planet Earth. Focusing on your heart and the power of the presence of your expanded heart with awareness will dissolve all patterns as they arise. Take care of your body through compassion and self-love as if you would a baby. Trust the quiet voice that leads you to exactly where you need to be in the moment. In divine love with the presence of the divine council of overseers, Sanat Kumara, the Queen of Light, the Elohim, and the Pleiadians. Your divine union is what is real. All else is the filter. Love always, Laura from thenewdivinehumanity.com. 144, continuing to quantum solar flash in. And today from divine Star of the Light, Natalia Alba. Beloved ones, a new harmonic passage is upon us with the Taurus full moon on November 5th. A passage to offer us the peaceful space required for the major planetary activations that are taking place to be harmoniously grounded. Many of you are already immersed in a period of complete silence and planetary work, depending on your unique roles, supporting the new Earth's openings and shift that many locations have recently undergone. We are working with two different energies, Scorpio and Taurus, inviting us to shape the invisible and the visible world as we integrate and ground all that we are in our planet, where we came to be of assistance to all. Taurus's essence is a Venusian one, giving us the power to transform ourselves and all through the power of love and alignment to nature, restoring all that needs to be healed and retrieved to the light. It is during this passage that many of you will start healing, restoring your sense of self-worth, recoding your second female center, awakening its wisdom, and unique coding you brought here to interact with Earth. For each and every one of you has a unique light language coding that is recognized by Earth. It cannot be forced. It cannot be manipulated. It cannot be given to you. Only you, Earth, and the Creator know, and only you, through your conscious intention and inner work, can retrieve. Use, if guided, violet to transform, pink to harmonize, and ruby to recode and ground yourself in new foundations. For ruby is the ray we use to repattern all that was distorted and programmed with a false purpose in the 1D, 2D, and 3D. In the moment we heal our feminine power centers of all anomalies, false cords, and unlove experienced during this and many other lifetimes, we came back to love, organically, for it is who we are, and the ones with the mission to act as Venusian harmonic channels start embodying their authentic mission, restoring the spaces they have an agreement with. We are in a cosmic window during these 3 years, in which our mission will be constantly upgraded as we continue retrieving our template and unique coding, moving from one place to another, working remotely or in the way you are meant to do your unique mission. As ascending souls, we never cease to assist, for who we are and what we do is no longer separated. It is in our essence. It is in everything we think, feel, and do, for we have finally merged with our illumined self, allowing it to act through us constantly and perpetually. This new Taurian passage is helping many of you awaken to your roles as Venusian six-dimensional harmonic channels, seeding and stabilizing the new Earth's harmonic codes that are now restoring many of Earth's sonic pillars, destined to assist the many souls who are crossing to more illumined dimensions. Pillars that sustain the bridge between the 3D and the God dimensions. For many are the souls who are finally choosing more conscious ways of living, emancipating from the dense world and creating their new harmonic spaces in these new locations, supporting and manifesting higher realities. Many of you will now be clearing your emotional bodies, embracing and facing pain to overcome your shadows, dissolve all the unlove, and bring yourselves back into who you are, so you can act as luminaire soul, You may create the illusion that you are alone in this process. Nothing further than the truth, though. You are always sustained by the universal divine force within you, your unified self and guides. It is law. May you always remember how infinitely sustained, appreciated, and loved you are, beloveds. Thank you for your constant contribution to our planetary ascension and harmonization. With an infinite love, from NataliaAlba.com. And today from Divine Brother of the Light, Diego E. Berman, Ph.D. Cosmic Ignition, X1.8 plus X1.1, double solar flares and Taurus supermoon align, November 5th, 2025. Dear friends, an immense wave of solar power has just swept across our interplanetary space, ignited by two impulsive yet long-lasting X1.8 and X1.1 class solar flares erupting from sunspot region AR4274, the first of their kind since June 2025. This intense solar outburst marks a significant energetic turning point, coinciding with today's supermoon in Taurus, amplifying its influence across all layers of our human and planetary systems. When the sun releases energy of this magnitude, it not only charges Earth's magnetic field, but also stirs the electromagnetic grids of our own biofield, activating a deep recalibration process that we both feel and embody. Physically, many may sense this flare as an electric pulse of renewal, heightened heartbeats, ringing in the ears, sudden fatigue, or bursts of restlessness. Our nervous systems are the first to register the cosmic voltage, oscillating between excitement and exhaustion. The influx of plasma light from the flare carries encoded frequencies that interact with our cellular structures, urging our bodies to shed stagnant patterns and recalibrate to higher coherence. This is why some may feel dizzy, experience vivid dreams, or need more rest. The body is literally reformatting itself to hold a broader bandwidth of solar intelligence. Emotionally, the impact of these X-flares arriving under the grounding influence of the Taurus supermoon creates a fascinating duality. Taurus, an earth sign ruled by Venus, invites stability, sensual grounding, and embodiment, yet the solar flares ignite intensity, sudden revelation, and fiery emotional release. Together they form a potent alchemical mix. The sun burns through the illusions, while the moon anchors us into our physical temple. Emotional waves may rise unexpectedly, not to destabilize but to purge deep-rooted tension from the heart and body, especially those linked to safety, self-worth, and trust in the material world. Energetically, this cosmic pairing acts as a massive frequency upgrade for our personal and collective fields. The solar flares deliver pure photonic data, light codes of consciousness, while the supermoon magnifies their manifestation into tangible form. Many may feel called to slow down, hydrate, ground, and connect to nature as their energy field expands. Others may feel a magnetic pull to realign life priorities, letting go of what feels heavy or outdated. It's a sacred invitation to embody more light while remaining deeply rooted in the Earth's nurturing frequencies. Spiritually, the flares and supermoon synergy open a bridge between dimensions, preparing us for the powerful 1111 portal energies ahead. The sun, acting as a transmitter of higher consciousness, activates the inner solar plexus, our core of personal power, while the moon reflects that light into our emotional body, illuminating what still needs healing or release. This celestial choreography reminds us that ascension is not about escaping the body, but integrating more light into it. Each solar event thus becomes a catalyst for awakening deeper remembrance of who we truly are, luminous beings having a human experience. As the cosmic tides continue to surge, allow these X-flares to be felt not as disruption but as divine ignition. The Taurus supermoon provides the grounding vessel for the solar fire to stabilize within. Breathe, rest, and anchor your energy through the heart. the place where solar intelligence meets lunar wisdom. Together they form the perfect balance, the fire of transformation tempered by the earth of embodiment. This moment is both an ending and a rebirth, a solar baptism guiding us toward the next level of our collective evolution. Have a wonderful day. Much love. We are one. From DiegoBerman.com. And today, from Ascension Lightworkers to the Ascension Lightworker Collective. Ascension Insights for the November Taurus Full Moon. The November 5th through 6th Taurus Super Full Moon is a powerful point of ascension, a gateway where energy peaks, emotions rise to the surface, the veil between the physical and higher realms grows extremely thin. As a supermoon, its light magnifies everything within and around us, illuminating the parts of ourselves that are ready to evolve. This is a moment of heightened awareness, where clarity, release, and energetic upgrades unfold simultaneously. The world may feel more vivid, more alive, and more energetically charged with possibility because it is. The November full moon is one of 3 consecutive supermoons in 2025, following October's and preceding December's. The moon is at its closest point to Earth, appearing larger and brighter in the sky. This amplifies the moon's energetic influence, heightening emotions, intuition, and manifestation power. The sequence: the October Hunter's Moon, November Beaver Moon, and December Cold Moon creates a 3-month window of intensified illumination and release, inviting deeper reflection, completion, and alignment as we rapidly move toward the end of the year. Under this full moon, illumination becomes transformation. What was once hidden or uncertain begins to crystallize in truth. New revelations, ideas, and connections flow in, offering insight into your soul's next phase of growth. The seeds of intention you planted during the new moon may now reveal their first signs, reminding you that manifestation follows alignment. Guided by Taurus energy, the full moon grounds the ascension process. Taurus, the earthly stabilizer, invites us to anchor our expanding light into the body, into the moment, into the tangible world. It reminds us that ascension is not about escaping the physical, but embodying divinity through it. Pleasure, stillness, and simplicity become sacred tools for integration. You may feel called to slow down, reconnect with nature, nourish your body, and celebrate the beauty of being alive. This super full moon also activates deep reflections around self-worth, stability, and trust in the material plane. Ascension requires balance, the courage to release attachments that limit your vibration, while honoring the grounded structures that support your becoming. Taurus teaches that true stability is fluid. It flows from inner peace, not outer control. As you release what no longer resonates, you make space for higher frequencies to anchor within you. Scorpio season illuminates the sacred cycle of death and rebirth, a time when we are asked to shed old identities, patterns, and attachments so that new aspects of our truth can emerge. With the super full moon amplifying these transformational energies, the process of release and renewal becomes even more profound. For many on the ascension path, this period may feel like an inner death stage, the dissolving of ego layers or outdated versions of self, while others ascending may already be stepping into their rebirth phase, embodying higher frequencies of clarity, purpose, and light. Both experiences are essential parts of the same ascension spiral, guiding the soul toward deeper awakening and integration. Astrologically, the moon is exalted in Taurus, meaning it expresses its energy here at its highest and most harmonious vibration. Taurus offers the moon a stable, grounded foundation where its emotional, nurturing nature can flourish with ease. The moon governs our inner world, our instincts, comfort, and sense of security, and in Taurus, these qualities become steady, stable, and deeply grounded. This placement encourages emotional balance, patience, and a calm confidence in life's rhythms. It brings in calming energy to remove inner turbulence and heightens appreciation for natural beauty, life's pleasure found in deeper meaning, and the simple joys of just being. Under this heightened influence, the moon's light feels nurturing rather than overwhelming, guiding us to find peace in presence, and to heighten self-love through stillness, steadiness, and self-trust. Ultimately, the Taurus full moon is a moment of embodied ascension, where spiritual expansion meets earthly grace. It reminds us that enlightenment can be soft, safe, and serene. This illuminated supermoon energy will integrate into the body's physical cells. The ascending are accelerating into collective rising, not through force, but through their collective energy and telepathic presence. In loving and devoted ascension service from Ascension Lightworkers. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Ruby Falconer, November 5th, 2025, full moon at Taurus, 13 degrees, 22 minutes, 8:19 a.m. EST. The last 6 months have been dominated by an easy trine involving Uranus, Neptune, Saturn, and Pluto. At this full moon, Mars has stepped into the equation through a second easy trine with Pluto and Saturn, Neptune, and a grand trine with Saturn, Neptune, and Jupiter, a kite. That's a lot of flowing energy. Movement that is consequential and hugely transformative. In contrast, this full moon also features a grand cross involving Venus, Jupiter, Chiron, Eris, and Pluto. A grand cross describes a stable situation that can become a stalemate. We have an unresolved tug-of-war on the surface with fluid movement underneath. Venus holds the key position in this state of affairs. A yod, also known as a finger of God, is present, involving Uranus, Neptune, and Venus. The finger is pointing to Venus, Aphrodite to the Greeks, and Isis to the Egyptians. Venus represents the feminine principle of receptivity and is associated with values. What is important? What do we want to receive? Venus in Libra wants to receive harmony in all things. Justice and fairness are important values to Libra. Venus is the traditional ruler of both Libra and Taurus, the sign of the full moon. In Egyptian myth, Taurus is allied with Hathor, Libra with Ma'at, and Venus with Isis, all symbols of the powerful, embodied, and sensuous feminine. The overall feel of this full moon can be described as outward resistance, with roiling movement under the surface. During this full moon window, reflect on where these contradictory energies are being expressed in your life. Examine how you are resistant to change. Drop deep within yourself and connect with the streams of transformation moving under their surface. What are you resisting? What are you afraid of letting go? From Shamanicstarology.com. And today from Sovereign Harmony Astrology. Full moon, 13 degrees Taurus. Wednesday, November 5th, 5:19 a.m. PST. This week's full moon in Taurus forms a sextile to the moon's north node in Pisces, as Venus, ruler of Taurus in Libra, breaks away from a square to Jupiter in Cancer before entering Scorpio and squaring Pluto in Aquarius. In addition, Mars in Scorpio forms a trine to Neptune in Pisces before entering Sagittarius, where it opposes Uranus in Gemini while forming a sextile to Pluto in Aquarius. Uranus will also back into Taurus from Gemini on Friday for its final run in Taurus, which will last through April 2026, just before Mercury turns retrograde in Sagittarius November 9th through 29th. We can feel a sense of grounding and completion settling in that may go back as far as the spring of 2018 in terms of the initiations of a process that has potentially put us through some unpredictable scenarios that have revolutionized our perception of security in life. Whatever has happened, it's happened for a reason, and it's also placed us on the appropriate track upon which we find ourselves during this period of cleansing and transformation, prior to taking on our unique sovereign roles for the next stage of societal evolution, with the conjunction between Saturn and Neptune at 0 degrees Aries on February 20th, 2026. We are now in a space where we're responding to life by taking action in ways that may be perceived as out of character toward options and opportunities that we would have likely rejected or overlooked previously if it weren't for the experiences over the last 7 years that have freshened up our perception of security while expanding our trust in our intuition. Childhood conditioning has a way of pervading unconsciously until we make the conscious effort to dig in and clearly delineate between what is an authentic, intuitive message within us versus what is just a set of old fears and limitations that we once took on in order to feel safe, especially for others. And today from Divine Star of the Light, Colleen Lemma. On Wednesday, November 5th, we have a powerful super full moon at 13 degrees Taurus. This highlights the balance between stability, Moon in Taurus, and transformation, Sun in Scorpio. It emphasizes themes of self-worth, material security, and sensuality, while also bringing clarity to areas of life that require change or surrender. This full moon is creating a tension between holding on and letting go. It invites us to reflect on where we might be clinging to old comforts out of fear of change. What truths are demanding to be released or integrated. It guides us to both appreciate what we have built, connect with our inner need for comfort, and ground ourselves in the present moment, as well as asking us to look at what lies beneath the surface, transmute old patterns, and face hidden truths that are now illuminated and require release or integration. This super full moon is a time to focus on creating stability within oneself, clarify relationship dynamics, take actions that will lead to manifestation, and balance the desire for inner security with the urge to transform. Above all, slow down and be present. Take time to ground yourself. Be present in the here and now, and connect with your inner child with patience and kindness. Blessings of love and light to all, from ColleenLemma.com. And today from Divine Star of the Light, Leah Whitehorse. Full moon in Taurus. Taurus energy at its peak, claiming everything, clamping down on borrowing and lending. Insecurity drives a fear of changing course. Safer to follow the same path. Do what you've always done. For Taurus, change is a horror not to be entertained. The trick is to find peace with the unknown, detach from the outcome. Stop thinking in all or nothing terms. Slow down, smell the roses, be practical, focus on what really matters. Consider what enriches you and where you are already wealthy. Indulge your senses by stimulating them with sights, scents, tastes, and sounds. Pay attention to how your body feels. Make Mother Nature your guide in all things. For every spring there is an autumn, for every flower a seed. Enjoy what is here and now. Be present. Look beyond fear and see with your heart. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And today from the Tzolk'in Times, King 226, White Overtone World Bridger. Tone 5 with keywords empower, radiance, and command. Cranks up the 5th day of the White Wind wave spell, like shifting into a higher gear on a sunny road. The 5th step summons your personal power, a big energy boost that really moves the whole 13-day ride along. Since this wave spell kicked off on a white day, today shares that color with days 9 and 13, linking their vibes for smooth momentum. Today's the first major shift. Day 9 hits top gear, so grab this power and run with it. The agenda is still communication, spirit, and breath, so let your words empower you, maybe by speaking up in a way that lifts everyone. Today is White World Bridger, representing death, opportunity, and equality. Think about what you need to let go of. Cut out dark thoughts, bad habits, or delusions of importance. To cross the bridge to a new level, you gotta travel lighter and stronger. Folks sometimes get nervous about World Bridger because of death, but in the Tzolk'in, it's the shaman's death. ego or old self saying goodbye. In order to evolve, let go of whatever holds you back. Combine tone and day. Empower to equalize or command death. To summarize, today is powerful. Don't waste it, but make good use of opportunities. Face your weaknesses, let them die, and give yourself major brownie points, perhaps by forgiving a past slip to free up space. And today from Divine Star of the Light, Christina Papa Giorgio, White Overtone World Bridger, 5 Kimi, Keen 226, 5th of November 2025, Taurus Super Full Moon, Radiant Divine Magic, Empowering Wisdom. Keen 226 equal 10, Manifestation equal 1, Leadership New Beginnings. Quantum shift happens. A radiant, magical, divine day of surrender and empowerment through the wisdom of Spirit. And tonight we have another spectacular celestial event. Amidst all the meteor showers and comets, a super full moon in earthy Taurus, highlighting our finances and earthly pleasures. 144, fully anchored into the crystalline core of Mother Earth and rising. Today is day 5 in the wave spell of Eek, the great white wind, who holds the power of Spirit and is bringing forth the benevolent winds of change. We are learning to embody Spirit by becoming hollow vessels for Spirit to communicate and work divine magic through our being. Today we are commanding our radiance as we become more empowered through accessing greater wisdom and knowledge from Spirit throughout the multiverse. Tone of creation. Overtone, tone 5 in the spiritual realm. Action commands, power empowers, essence radiance. The emphasis today is on empowerment and radiance through the action of command. Number 5 represents the center, core purpose, foundation, and central intent. It is the center of the wheel from which all the spokes emanate. This is the phase where the energy of creation returns to the center and then radiates outwards. Overtones command the unbounded. They order it to be, and so it becomes. Their power radiates from their soul essence through a pure connection to Source. This is the true source of unlimited power. The number 5 represents freedom and change. We have a 5-day code today, opening a 5-5 liberation gate. The number 5 also represents the center and your core purpose. Overtone invites you to step into the center of your crystalline core and radiate your intent and your light. Overtone's power is that of command. So take charge of your power and boldly go forth with renewed vigor and courage. Today we are empowering our authority through new leadership opportunities, becoming the radiant, wise teachers and leaders of our new world. Today's question is, how can I surrender and let go to the power of Spirit, using my divine magic to become radiantly empowered as a leader of the new world? Divine blessings for radiantly opening the rainbow gates to the new world. In la ketch a la keen. Christina White Magnetic World Bridger, Keen 66. Keen 226, White Overtone World Bridger. The mantra, the code for today is, I empower in order to equalize, commanding opportunity. I seal the store of death with the overtone tone of radiance. I am guided by the power of timelessness. And on this powerful day of activations, transformations, and manifestations, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below, what you're feeling, what you're seeing, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now I'd like to take the time to thank everyone supporting us in our work and mission. It's because of your monthly pledges and donations we're able to continue our work. So if you'd like to help support our work and mission and help us continue bringing these daily transmissions to the world for free, you can make a monthly pledge to our Patreon page at whitegoldeagle.com. Now I'd like to thank Divine Angels of the Light from Holistic Pet Care, LLC, for another donation. Thank you very much, Divine Angels. We truly appreciate you and your continued support. I'd like to also thank Divine Brother of the Light, Carl Gray, for your donation today. Thank you very much, Divine Brothor. We truly appreciate you and your support, and we appreciate all of you that continue to support us in our work and mission. We couldn't be doing this work without you, so we're very grateful for each and every one of you. If you'd like to support our work and mission with a one-time donation, you can do so to our PayPal or Stripe accounts. Both links are at eaglelovecondor.com. And now we're going to complete today's transmissions with a very powerful prayer and invocation for the full supermoon and Taurus the bull. Beloved Great Spirit of the Moon, ancient Mother of radiant light, under your luminous crown we stand in sacred stillness, feeling the pulse of Gaia within our bones. O holy Taurus, keeper of earth's strength, guardian of the golden heart, we call upon your steadfast power to ground the miracles now birthing through our souls. Great Bull of Heaven, sacred bridge between matter and spirit, let your horns of celestial fire pierce through illusion and anchor truth into form. Let our bodies become temples of abundance, beauty, and divine sovereignty. Through your mighty presence, we remember the rhythm of creation, to receive, to embody, to give forth in gratitude. Full supermoon of the eternal Earth Mother, illuminate the fields of our becoming, shine upon all that are ready to be healed, and bless every seed we have planted with the strength to flourish. Ground our visions in love, our intentions in integrity, our dreams in the fertile soil of divine manifestation. We invoke the four directions and the elemental guardians. North, Earth, steady our steps and awaken our sacred purpose. East, Air, carry the whispers of higher truth to every breath we take. South, Fire, ignite our hearts with passion, courage, and create a flame. West, Water, cleanse our emotions and restore the flow of divine grace. By the power of this full supermoon, we now decree that all fear shall turn to faith, that all struggle shall transmute into strength, that all separation shall return to unity. Through the bull's unwavering presence, we claim our birthright of abundance, wholeness, and peace. We open our hearts to the song of the cosmos and the hum of the living earth beneath our feet. So may it be, so it is, and so it shall ever be. Thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. Have a most beautiful, blessed day as we continue our journey through the ascension portal and into our new heaven upon the new earth. Keep walking gently your sacred path with heart, with peace and love in every step, and keep shining your light brightly into the night. Be sure to make this day and every day the best day ever. The Eagle and the Condor love you all. Namaste.